Hey, welcome to Outdoors. Bringing you today a little project here. Going to be comparing a couple of crab snares. The one of them being the Danielson csnr crab snare. They list as small size, and we'll be also looking at a Elite Grabber 1.0. This one is offered by EG Designs, and just wanted to do a little comparison. I ordered the Danielson first. Was not real happy with what I was seeing, and I started looking around and saw this online at EG Designs and really liked what I was seeing on the visuals. So I'll show you what I saw. See what you think. So hopefully this helps you and what you're looking for. We'll start off first with the Danielson csnr. So this is their small crab trap. As you can see here, got a little release. Open up the lid. Bait goes inside. Lid shuts back. This is listed as a small. This is, I don't know, a little bit bigger than a racquetball. So, good sized ball. The problem that I had with it when I ordered it, I immediately felt uncomfortable with it just because of this little thing over here. Just the way it's even set up, and as you can see, just hard to get out. And this little swivel with all this weight, pretty insecure about that. Just, if this thing breaks or falls off, you really, you really don't have much protection on it with crabs crawling around. The second thing that I didn't like about it is the way it's oriented. In order to put a weight on it, you would almost have to put it either on the hinge or on the door itself. And I wouldn't want to put extra tension on this flap, even though it could probably take it no problem. So that was my first thing that I didn't really care for that, and it's really hard to get out of there. Then the next thing was, as you set this down, you can see on here, I'll show you a couple of things. I have to get this out of the way first. This kind of puts it in, but when you put these down, you can see that the snares are all very far away, and actually they're pretty flat on the ground. There's not much going on there. Even on these, it's the same, thing. You got lucky on this one because they took the time, and it was really done accidentally. It's all in the crimp that you have. So this little crimp that's placed on them determines which direction it's going to go. How it's oriented on the box also determines. All of these should be facing up, but really facing up out here doesn't help. The crabs are going to be coming to the box. So having your loop out here, you might get lucky and grab one, but if they make it to the box, there's a good chance that they're not going to get in there, because all of these are, for one, laying on the ground. They're pretty flat. Maybe when they were walking up, they may have a back leg in here. So these laying down so flat on the bottom, I didn't like that they were so far away from here. The other thing is the material on this is very thick and it's very stiff. When you go to pull, it takes a lot of pressure. I don't know if you can see this, but it takes quite a bit of pressure, and it almost sticks because it's on this metal. It looks like an electrical connection that you would have on your stereo equipment or something. So that tends to not be real good, and I can even feel just from pulling it one or two times it's already tearing this up. But this is not very flexible at all. I did make one modification on here. You can see one of these is sticking up in the air. This I think would work potentially better. You can orient them a little bit more to where they were coming over, but I had to kind of finagle it in and weave it backwards the right way. But a lot of this has to do with, again, the care that's taken and the connection at this clip and the connection at this clip down here. How these are oriented and where these are put in. You can see these loops are very big. These things flop around a lot. If they were squeezed in much closer and tighter, they would be able to stay in place. But this material doesn't really, it's pretty stiff for doing that. So Danielson, CSNR, I didn't even bother trying it. I was just, even when I got it, I was so disappointed that I looked for something else. I could see you getting lucky, but I could see a lot of frustration happening with this. It's just too, the design is, they have all the right pieces. They just need a little bit more care in how they're assembling this and how they're doing it. So I wish them luck. I hope they make some adjustments on this thing, but not for me, and I am sending this back. So I do have this on the list to go back. Next, we have the Crabber Grabber EG Designs Elite Grabber 1.0. I actually did an unboxing video on this. As you can see, much different in the look and the design. So a little bit more elongated. Same thing, it has a flap on the top. You just undo the bungee here, it opens up. But as you can see, all of the loops are right above. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there are 6 loops that are going through here. And their design, I liked this when I was looking at it. It's designed to stay up, which makes a lot of sense. The crab comes in with the little crawls. They want to get into your bait. They're crawling around up here. They're moving through, and when you pull the snare, you can see, and these, when you run this on your finger, it just rolls so easily. Different design on the end. They don't use a metal clip. They just fold it over itself and clip it down. This seems to be much better design. Definitely working nicer. The connection on the front, where you connect to your line, this is where the big problem that I had with that other swivel clip, it was just too insecure. I could see it breaking, especially over time in the salt water. This is designed just like a leader, would be set up, and it's mounted straight to the chassis, and it's got a clamp on this end too, just a little, squeeze clamp. Very nice design on the back end. Let's see if I can get this out of there. I think I'm gonna have to unclip it to get this out. Yes. So we have a little clip here. As you can see, this is where you would attach your weight. So now you have your weight, your leader, and your box. Basically, crab comes in, trying to eat your stuff. You pull the line, it squeezes tight, drags the crab away. As you can see, this one, when it bounces back, everything is just covering the holes. It would be very difficult for a crab to not get stuck in this. So I think, just from a design standpoint, much more confident in this one. I'm happy with this purchase. So give it a thumbs up here. The two side by side for a look at size comparison. As you can see, much different form factor. This one's perfectly square. And I mean, just the construction of it. You hold it in your hand. It just feels different. Feels better. I don't know. There may be others that are better than this. You might want to look around your stores locally. I don't have anything here where I am. I'm not on the coast. But let me tell you, Crabber Grabber guys, they got this out to me quick. Faster, actually. I was expecting it in a couple of days. The quality of it is better than I expected. I'm very impressed. They seem to have used good, high-quality products. Anyway, that's the EG Designs Elite Grabber 1.0 versus the Danielson CSNR. I hope that helped you out a little bit, and thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon.